Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I have a very interesting article here coming from Ukrainian sources, and I found some very strange coincidences. So let's start with the article. This is going to be I think it's going to be a very fast and short video, but who knows? This comes from the New Voice of Ukraine from June 9th, 2022, and I'm reading the title. The UK's ambassador to Ukraine talks about Ukraine's right to attack Russian territory and Macron's irrational statements. And there was a picture here with the ambassador. And the moment I looked at the picture, I laid my eyes on the picture, I said, I wonder if this UK ambassador to Ukraine, when she meets Zelensky and Ukraine's prime minister, I wonder if they use Yiddish. Just a coincidence, I'm guessing. Her name is Melinda Simmons. So, nothing wrong with that, just an observation, because I like observations. And I see patterns. Do you? So let's read this thing. It says here, British ambassador to Ukraine Melinda Simmons opposes making concessions to Russia in order to end the war. Well, that's good. That's good. Don't make concessions, and that's going to go longer than you think. So Simmons has been the British ambassador, no, the ambassador of Great Britain to Ukraine for 3 years, and she recognizes this time as being the most difficult in her career. Sure it is. First, she had to deal with the coronavirus pandemic in Kiev, and now with a full-scale Russian invasion of Ukraine. All right, well, that's it. Um, so she thinks that Ukraine has the right to attack Russia, and coincidentally, I have the same opinion. I think that if you invade me for whatever reason, it's fair game. So maybe that's why I think that Vladimir Putin did not hold his yearly marathon speech, those 3 hours, 4 hours long speeches and interaction with the Russian public and so on. He postponed it. Why? I don't know. They said in the article I read it was probably not because of his health, but other reasons. Well, I don't know. He usually, his location, so then I don't know if it's good for Putin to let other people know where exactly he might be. If he's going to be in the same big hall where I usually watched these kind of events occur. So maybe he don't want to be in that kind of situation where, God forbid, something could happen, right? So I'm under the same opinion that Ukraine has the same right to hit Russia wherever it wants, to match wherever Russia hit Ukraine. So if the Russians hit Kiev, I think they have the same right to hit Moscow. I'm sorry, but you got to be fair about it. And I think that's only just. Why? And then under what kind of logic and reciprocal, idea, the Ukrainians are not allowed. It would be unfair for them to hit back where the other guys are hitting. You know what I mean? So I agree with that. Now she said here that Macron's irrational statements regarding humiliating Putin or not. Again, I am agreeing with the ambassador. What's this? What do you mean not humiliate? From the Ukrainian side, at least, or part, what do you mean? For me, as I say, Ukrainian, this is the invader. This kills my people. This invades my country. However you guys want to take it. You gotta look at it as it is. Russia invaded, crossed the border of another country. So what do you mean not humiliate? If I can beat you back, what do you mean? And then the Western countries. If the Western countries jumped on the Ukraine's wagon, then stay with it. What do you mean? Not humiliate. You have to win or lose. There's nothing in between. What is in between? Oh, we're gonna do a measured counter to the, let's say, invaders. What is that? Someone enters my house and I'm not supposed to beat him up because I will humiliate the invader? Or what? If someone comes in my house, I'm not supposed to go in his house if I can? In the same time, yes, I will. And I will do as much damage as I can so he gets out of my house, right? So I agree with Ambassador Simmons of Great Britain. And that's what it is. It's Macron. I think he was thinking somewhere else, like don't anger them. I would say don't anger them too much because they can squash you. And really, United States, Russia can squash Ukraine if it wants. It has the nuclear capabilities. Let's go with that. Not even with that. All the rockets it has, it just pushes buttons like playing the piano, and Ukraine is gone. We know that. So Russians are what are doing, I think are doing it in a very measured way. They could flatten Kiev in a few hours if they want, but they don't. Not that they can't. They don't. They choose not to. And many other things. The same here. So I think, what's his name? Macron says, well, Russia probably is going to win. This is his, not win. Russia is not going to lose. Let's put it this way. Russia will not lose. How will it lose? The only way Russia is going to lose, in my assessment, is if Putin is out overnight, you know what I mean? And all the leadership is out. And they say, okay, that's it. Let's have a peace treaty or something. Let's stop here. And that's got bad position because that means the Ukrainians will say get out and this and that. So only then Russia will really lose. Otherwise, I don't see how they will lose. Do you think their army will be pushed back by the Ukrainians with some Western help? I don't think that will happen. They don't have the manpower. They don't have the capability. They will not match the Russian arms and the arms volume and technology. And the Westerns will not provide the Ukrainians with unlimited amount of weapons, rockets, missiles, airplanes, tanks, and plus personnel. And the most, how should I put it, technologically advanced one. I don't think that's going to happen. So that's why I don't really, honestly, how could the Ukrainians win? They are not as numerous as the Russians. That's one. They don't have the same army. They don't have the same capabilities. They're not as advanced militarily as those guys. So all these things are below. And the West, you think they're going to give them what? They're going to start making kids and send them to Ukraine to fight or something? Or they're going to send their own armies, which is not going to happen. So they're not going to have the volume of weapons. They're not going to have the technological advanced weapons that the West doesn't. The West has to match those Russians, but they don't want to recognize it. What they are supposed to say? Hey guys, let's stop. And they're winning here and there. They have their own advantages. Look, Finland, Sweden came here, right? They're buying our American. They buy our weapons, right? Yeah, they buy our LNG, right? So we invaded the European market. We kicked the Russians out. So see, all these things are American successes. American successes, economic successes, and financial successes. That's what it is. And if you think about NATO is not an alliance. It's United States' club. That's what it is. You know how I know that? Because there's no Romania is in NATO. There's no Romanian military bases in California defending United States from China. For instance, or there's no, I don't know, even another country, Bulgaria. Bulgaria doesn't have any, garrisons in, the state of Washington. That's, again, to defend against, Russians if they come from Alaska or something. You see, it's not reciprocity here. It's only Americans having things in your country. You don't have anything in their country. And they operate their stuff in your country. You don't touch that. So Romanians have defense systems with Americans are using those, not Romanians. Romanians are, can I touch it? Spank, spank. Oh, can I touch it? Spank. You go over there and you provide us with a territory, and that's it. And bye-bye, Romanians. Who the are you, peasants? Yeah, that's how it is. And it should be. I mean, who the hell is Romania? If you take it like this, they don't respect themselves. They should not be earning anybody else's respect. If you don't respect yourself, how can you demand respect from other people? Yes, Romania? Yes. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.